Final race on the program, race number 10, really good one, Class 2. We'll get to that in a second, but make sure you go to the website, Multimedia Showcase, and click on Hong Kong Directs, where Kate Hunter joins Ed Sadler, looking ahead to next week's international runners, and of course the Japanese contenders. And Ed himself will be having a look at this race as well, if you want his thoughts on the contest. This is how the runners line up. They are headed by People's Night, the last start course and distance winner. Apollo's Choice was third last time out behind People's Night, but won the start before. Fortune Booth, 2 wins so far this season. Both of them, though, have been at Happy Valley. Regency Bobo a roll forward. Gunnison gets up from the 1,000 metres. Barrier 13 for him. Jing Bai Chi makes his debut, formerly in Italy. Harmony Hero, last start winner, pretty impressive for doing so. Kobe Boy and Turin Red Star all go up in class, along with Great Profit. All right, we've made our way across to the touchscreen once more to have a look at the final race here, Brett. There's a lot of speed going on, but Regency Bobo, he's a pretty hard horse to head.
Yeah, just for good measure, Tony Cruz has sent him back to the trials as well since his last start victory, just to make sure he's staying fit. He's been such a durable horse and he's in great form, and he's the likely leader. Alma Baby could be potentially testing him. We saw that Infinity Devil went to the Valley and stepped up in trip and did go forward as predicted. Gunnison will need a little bit of luck travelling forward. People's Night might slot down here. However, Kobe Boy could be looking for that spot there in behind Regency Bobo. No doubt Harmony Hero will be taken back, as was the case last start. The newcomer, Shang Bai Chi, don't expect too much pace from him.
All right, OK. Harmony Hero, poised to come up odds on. We're still early days, but he's pretty short to back up that last start. What have you seen in the mornings?
Well, we're going to have a look at People's Night to start with, though. He's got the apprentice claim, the £10. He's not being... Victor Wong's not riding him here. He's the one closest to us, just coming off a work rider's, or work horses back there. And you can see he's a last start winner as well. So he's improved since that win, and he gets the lightest weight. Gunnison's only a little chap with a wide barrier draw, so that could be a little bit of a concern for him. But he's showing a bit of ability. He's been a bit unlucky in his couple of his runs, but he's not the biggest horse around as Gunnison. And the third one we're going to take a look at here is Turin Red Star. Now, he comes in with a very light weight, and he's a horse who's been running pretty consistently this season as well. He's had a win as well, and 800 metres for him, just to top him off nicely for this particular contest. All
right, now come up a big price here as well. We'll have a look at some of these in action, and we'll start off with what is our top weight, and that is People's Night. This is him winning last time out, getting up the inside here. The other horses to take note of, Apollo's Choice, and just in between the two of them, Alma Baby.
Alma Baby, for me, 1,400 metres will stretch him, so put a line through him as far as I'm concerned. Apollo's Choice got the wide barrier, so he may press forward. We didn't sort of touch on that in the speed map, but he's potentially a horse to press forward. He is in reasonable form.
Yeah, I just think that the draw is going to make him tricky in this contest. I left People's Night out because I thought he got a perfect ride here and a perfect run just in behind and just managed to hang on. So.
Yeah, this was Class 2, of course, and it was 80 to 100, but this is one of those unique limited edition 75 to 95 Class 2s that we'll be dealing with on Saturday, and with the £10 claim, he's carrying £2 more than he did last start for the win. So.
Yeah, again, he's the highest rated, being 89. Is that still a bit of...
Yeah, there's a bit of leg room there.
Bit of headroom, isn't there? Absolutely. All right, Regency Bobo, the next headroom, leg room, one or the other. There's room.
Interesting
anyway.
how I went legs.
Regency Bobo, we know what he likes to do. Get out, get rolling, and he's one of the iron horses here racing at the moment. And Turin Red Star, who's got the win against his name, but wasn't to be on this occasion.
Yeah, Turin Red Star comes in with a real light weight here. Now, Matthew Poon will take the £5 off Regency Bobo. And it was a good win here. Raging Storm was the raging favourite here, but just dropped out. And he was really well backed, Regency Bobo, in this day.
Wasn't he, Paul?
He was punted, wasn't he? And look, he had the race run to suit. He's had a tough season, though. Look, I know I'm a big fan of the horse, but I'm going to leave him out.
Oh, I've got him in for third. He's just copying everything Tony Cruz is throwing at him. As I said, he's had another trial since then. I don't think we've said this before, I don't think he's actually had a genuine break since he started racing 21 starts ago. But he just keeps coping with it. So he's obviously quite a sound horse. It was a very good win, 20s into $9 that day. So there was a lot of support to suggest that he could do what he did. I'm going to find a couple to beat him this time, but he'll be up there fighting away.
Yeah, he's much like Money Boy, who just keeps on running, doesn't he? And keeps on performing as well. Now, Harmony Hero is a bit of a talking horse coming into his first start. Things went wrong on that occasion. This is his second start, out wide here, lets down and wins.
Yeah, and he won very nicely indeed, didn't he? He sort of got to the outside. There was a real strong pace in this race. It was catch me if you can, and he did hit the line very strongly. He's a horse that's always had big wraps on him. And look, he's got the wide draw again, but I think he'll get back and do something similar. So he's going to be tough to beat for me.
We are C+3, maybe makes it a little trickier, but Sun Touch went off too early here. Harmony Hero chased him, cut him down. Was a very good win. And I think he'll be winning again. But it's a tougher race. There's other horses that come in here with the light weights because of the span of the race. Kobe Boy's one we'll probably touch on shortly, is racing well, drawn well. But this was a very good win, and obviously patience is the key with him early. Yeah,
and he is going Copping class as well. That was Class 3. Now finds himself in Class 2 company. But Nasher Willer on board. He certainly enjoyed that one. Of course, rode the dad, Elmstrom, to a big victory in Australia and in Dubai as well. Now, we touched on Kobe Boy there. What are his chances? Let's speak again with jockey Keith Young.
Kobe Boy, Keith, you rode him in the last race on Saturday. He's had 2 runs since a long break. How do you think he's going?
His form keeps improving after each one, and I can't be more happy than him. And Ben obviously did a very good job. Take care of him. After his injury came back, he just keeps going up.
Fitness-wise then, now that he's had 2 runs, is he near his peak?
Yes, I think it will be very close to his peak, and he shows in his race. He's a hard-working horse, and he gave his best.
And what about Class 2 with him?
Up in the class, it's no problem for him. Last time, I think the weight's too much for him, so we only got bit on the line. And up in class and carrying lightweight, and that would be helpful.
I think he's a nice prospect going forward, and that effort there was from barrier 12. Gets a bit easier from 2.
Does, yep. Roundabout's not a horse that wins, regularly, but he is well placed here, I think, in this race. But there's a few with the rating span as it is, 75 to 95.
He's run well in all his 3 starts to date here in Hong Kong, and one of them was a win, obviously at a big price. It does get a little bit underestimated, this horse, but I think he's going to run well. I've got him in the numbers. I think he's a genuine chance in this.
All right, OK, but Harmony Hero is our odds-on favourite. That's unders for me, but what do you think?
Yeah, well, I think he will. He's got a lot of wraps on him, this horse, and he did prove it at his last start. He did win really nicely. So I've got him on top. World record could add a bit of value. He can make the run at the same time. These two both come from the back. Kobe Boy should get a nice run in. Turin Red Star, another one up in grade, but he's been running very consistently this season. So going down towards the bottom of the weights for this race, 9, 11, 12, 13. I'll play exotics as Harmony Heroes come up a bit short.
I'm going to make him the best Harmony Hero, but I take Andrew's point. I do think he's an under at that price. I'd be wanting 7 to 4 or, $3, 2 to 1 maybe in a race like this, but I will tip him and think he's the one to beat. Kobe Boy, I think's the danger. Regency Bobo. Fortune Booth. Now, his best racing has been done at Happy Valley, but Michael Freedman Yard going really well at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me if he has a double there tomorrow, Michael. And that could be earlier in the day, so it might even be potentially a treble here with Fortune Booth, but don't want to put the mockers on it, 9, 2, 4 and 3. But the stable is going well. That's the point I'm trying to make.
They are. Yeah, I like Fortune Booth as well. I'm happy to take a chance with Gunnison there. I think Joe Moreira will be very positive out of the gates. All right, that takes care of the racing as such, but as far as the stats are concerned for this week, we're going to focus on, you touched on this already, Paul, Zach Purton's record on the all-weather so far this season. It's pretty good. Yeah,
not too bad, is it? 58 rides total. He's had 26% win rate with 15 wins, 7 seconds, 4 thirds. So he's got really good stats on the all-weather. He does ride that course particularly well, does Zach Purton. He's got some really good rides coming up. Golden Sleep earlier on. Ugly Warrior looks the one. Raw Performer the other one. So he's got 3 chances once again. But I think of the 3, Ugly Warrior is the one that does stand out, although I have got Golden Sleep on top as well. But Ugly Warrior looks pretty good.
All right. He will probably come up pretty short as well. Speaking of Best bets, though, Paul. What do you like here?
I like Glorious Artist having his first start on the all-weather. He's only had 2 starts here. He's won multiple times on the surface in the UK. His track work, I really like that piece of track work with Flame Lily. He'll be a good price as well. So I think he's going to be a really nice bet in that. Race 5, number 5. And the long shot winner, St. Paul's. He's coming up. He's $14 at the moment. I think he can, if he starts that price, I think he's a good each-way long shot shout there in race number 6. As far as the play of the day is going, I'm going to go back to race 5 though, with Glorious Artist. You've got Willie Way that goes well as well on the surface over the 1800, and Dynamic Eagle, another one coming to the surface for the first time. So race 5, 4, 5, 6 would be my Quinella place.
I thought Handsome Bobo and Harmony Hero were the 2 standouts on the card. Handsome Bobo's $1.60 or $1.70. Harmony Hero's $1.90, but I think he'll be $2.50 to $3, hopefully. Happy to tip him. My long shot will be Triumphal Trumpet in a very difficult race 3 where there's a lot of chances. I think on an each-way basis you can play him, number 5, and then in Handsome Bobo's race, him as the banker with Starshine and Monica for the Q. I think that's the play of the day, so that's race 7.
All right, it's race 6 for me. It's very competitive, but I think Yi Chong Pegasus, we might get an each-way price about him. David Hall with a winner midweek. Zach Purton was on board for that as well. So race 6, number 9. The long shot, we're going early here. Lightning Steed, Tommy Berry for Michael Friedman. Who knows, he might even bookend the programme, Michael. Got some good runners, but Lightning Steed, look good in his trials. QQP in race 6, Destin Amazing Satchmo, Yi Chong Pegasus. Hopefully we're not too far away with them. All right, that just about wraps things up for this time. But, of course, looking forward to next week. It's going to be a busy week as we build up to Champions Day.
That's right, yeah. All the overseas horses, some have arrived, some are still coming, but we've got track work in the morning, so it'll be a big week.
Yeah, big week for you as well, Paul.
Looking forward to it. Should be good, and good to see those international horses go, especially the Japanese.
All right, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again on Sha Tin on Saturday, when we will be racing to win.
Good night.
Good night.